I like how Eggman built Eggman Land around the final temple. Like, he really didn't do anything about all of the other temples, like he sent out a boss robot once or twice. But he basically didn't do anything to safeguard any of the other temples. He built a fucking amusement park of death around the final temple. But a couple of those temples just had Dark Gaia in front of it and didn't really have anything to do with Eggman. Jason Griffith, you gotta fucking stop with that werehog voice, man. You can see it from space, you can see Eggman Land from the fucking atmosphere. It's all lit up and glowing. So, that's it, right? We're done?
Dark Gaia will go back to being sealed within the core, and my work will be done.
That's great, Chip.
Yup. Thank you, sir. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, man, I don't know who dropped the ball with the voice acting for this game, but they really, really dropped the ball. Yay! The end. That stuff I was saying about having final bosses, nope, it's over. Game's done. Let's get out of here. Planet's back to normal. Don't need to have a final climactic confrontation with Eggman, let's just bail.
Sonic has restored the last of the Chaos Emeralds. Things should settle down around here before long.
That's right! Satellite footage confirms that the last piece is moving back into place.
That's wonderful. I'll await your safe return then. You can give me a full report over a plate of luscious cucumber sandwiches.
Comedy.
Professor.
It's funny because his name is Professor. Oh shit, Tails, no! It's funny because his name is Professor Pickle. And he likes cucumber sandwiches, and that's funny? I don't fucking get that, man. Yeah, just stand around awkwardly. Don't fucking
Do you feel that?
edit the clip 2 seconds later. Let's just stand here awkwardly, not saying anything for a couple seconds first. Yeah! Man, I love the fucking Eggmobile. It looks so good in this game, in 3D.
Eggman! Thanks to my wondrous technology, Dark Gaia is whole and complete.
No, but we won.
Its energy to put together this little creation. Behold, the Ultra Hyper Prototype 1! Crush them!
That name sucks. You know what? I got a good name for you. The Egg Dragon. No, wait, you already had one of those. I'm sure we'll think of something better later. You know, just because the machine is a prototype doesn't mean that the name has to be a prototype. You can come up with a name that doesn't suck. You know that, right? Look at this sick moment. Watch this. Yeah! That's fucking cool. I love the way the fucking the cleats, like the spikes under the chutes, fucking send out sparks and shit. Yeah, I hope you like the Egg Dragoon here, because we're gonna... Like, you know how I was saying, like, this game feels like they're kind of just throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks? Everything that stuck, they scraped off and, like, put into the pasta. Yeah, the Egg Dragoon, see? I don't know why he called it the Hyper Prototype 1 in the cutscene.
I'll try aiming for that.
Stunlock. Fuck. Should've hit up the shield, actually, if I was stuck like that. But the Egg Dragoon in particular, apparently Sega really liked the Egg Dragoon. Because they use this fucking thing a lot. I hope you like its design, because we're gonna be seeing it again more than once
Give it a bonk, Sonic.
throughout the series after this game. Like, Sassy Bot gets brought back and expanded upon. The gameplay gets refined and polished. Shit! But almost more than anything else that was in this game, they went, we gotta have the Egg Dragoon again. We gotta have the Egg Dragoon again. And I guess it's because, like, it's the final boss against the Eggman. And it's a new, unique boss design. But you fight it as the Werehog. That almost seems like a waste, you know? Like, not that there's anything wrong with this boss and playing it as the Werehog, but it's like, you don't get the chance to fight this thing with regular Sonic. So it feels like it's kind of a waste to have this new, pretty cool looking and pretty fun to fight Eggman final boss.
This is a delicate machine!
Final boss robot, and you never get to fight it as regular Sonic.
Blast you, Sonic!
So it almost feels like they wanted to make up for that, and they bring it back more than a couple times later in the series in order to get that chance.
Breaking up.
And it just seems funny to me that, like, of all things, the Egg Dragoon, they just keep bringing it back. It's in Sonic Generations, and it's gonna be in Sonic Forces also. Like, slight spoiler, I guess. But they showed in the, I think at E3, they showed some classic Sonic gameplay, and you're fighting the Egg Dragoon. That cracks me up a little bit, because, like, again, when they were making this game, it was sort of an uncertain future for the series. Like, it was sort of like Sonic Heroes, but, like, unlike with Sonic Heroes, where they were just kind of fucking around, having the liberty to kind of do just whatever because of where the company was at. It was almost like, you know, why not? You know, what's the feeling behind, like, Sonic Heroes was like, you know, why not just try out whatever comes to mind, you know? Why not have gameplay that's playing three characters at once? Why not throw in special stages where you collect the Chaos Emeralds? Why not bring Shadow back to life? Just, you know, the Dreamcast failed, the future of our entire fucking company is uncertain, who knows what's gonna happen? Fuck it, just do whatever you want. There's a liberty in having nothing to lose, that you can just throw it all out there and see what happens, right? Unleashed is sorta similar, but different at the same time, because, like, it's not like Sega was, like, experiencing any dire straits at the time or anything. But considering this was made after Sonic 06, and they were kinda resolved to leave the adventure era formula of the gameplay behind, there was that same kind of devil-may-care sensibility of, like, well, who knows where the franchise is going from here. Like, who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what the future for Sonic the Hedgehog will hold? Fuck it! Do whatever you want! Throw it all against the wall, you know? There's a liberty in just being able to go, whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen from here. Might as well do it. What have I got to lose? I mean, for all anyone knows, this could have been the last Sonic game. I mean, it's not like... I don't want to say, like, there was... Like, this was a make or break. If this doesn't do well, then we're never gonna see Sonic again. Aroo! Fuck you. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Love it! Yeah, that was a fun final boss. Yeah, let's level up the Werehog as we're about to finish the game here. Like, you beat the final boss. Okay, level up.
How could I lose? This isn't all.
Like, I don't really feel like they were like, okay, we're gonna put Sonic on the cooler now, because Sonic 06 was bad. I don't think that's what was happening, but it's that sensation of, like, sudden uptake in quality. Like, they called the CG guys from the opening movie back in. It's perfect chaos!
Yes, Dark Gaia! Crush this insolent little hedgehog! Kick him to the outer limits of space!
Yeah, you could have seen that coming. Shockingly, the antagonist of the monster of the week betrayed Eggman and has supplanted his status as the final boss. It's almost like I'm playing a Sonic game. Adventure-era 3D Sonic game. Shit.
Sonic, what's wrong?
The deviant are flowing through me!
Sonic, you've got to get up.
Say goodbye to the Werehog.
Chip! Run, Chip!
Let's throw the Werehog out into the dumpster just in case people didn't like him. We have an excuse to never have him show up again. Yeah, the Werehog's gone. Kind of a like I've been saying, I like the Werehog, but definitely not sad to see that gameplay go. So the final boss is all regular Sonic, thankfully. Well, I guess that's not strictly true.
What? What's happening?
But I'm not saying like Sonic was at risk. Like, this better be a good Sonic game or else he's canceled, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like what I said about Batman Arkham Knight. If this was the last Batman thing ever made, I'd have been satisfied with it. It's not. They're clearly gonna keep making Batman stuff. But if, hypothetically, if that had been the last Batman anything ever made, would have been happy with it. Same thing here. It feels like, you know, they went out and they said, like, you know, hypothetically, if this were the last Sonic game ever, what would you want to put in that game? What would you want to put in the Sonic game that would have been the last Sonic game ever? You know, if it's sort of like that self-imposed, like, put yourself in this mentality of, let's assume this is the last Sonic game. What do you want to do with it? Whatever we fucking want, right? Have Eggman Land be the final level. Have this cool idea for the Egg Dragoon, fight him with the Werehog. Have a cool punch-out final boss between a giant Gaia temple and perfect chaos. I say that, but holy shit, is this final boss fucking terrible! Hooray! This final boss is fucking atrocious! You have no idea how bad this final boss is. It's really ridiculous. So the first part of this final boss is getting up to it. So we start out way far away, and we gotta boost in order to get up there. Any minute now. Oh, if you take damage, guess what? You're gonna fucking die really fast and really quick. This thing also moves super slow from left to right. Fuck. Oh, guard is LB. You take so much down. Like, if you get hit 4 times, you're fucking dead. Gotta start the whole boss over. Gotta start the whole boss over if you get hit like 4 times. You move so goddamn slow. It takes so long to get to the end. And then it's QuickTime events, because of course it would be QuickTime events. Like, I guess, like, what do you expect it to play like? But this fucking thing plays like a giant fucking piece of shit that's made out of rocks. And it's really frustrating to control. And you have to do that 3 times. And then you hit him a couple times. And he starts trying to rape you. Okay, we get it.
Now, Sonic.
We get it.
Roger that, buddy.
Oh, buddy. And then boom, you cut to Sonic gameplay.
Time for the big finale.
Yeah, it would be cool if this wasn't so difficult and frustrating and terribly designed.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak
Oh,
spot.
fuck.
Quick, while I
And look at the time in the upper left corner.
go.
You have 10 seconds. If you don't do it in 10 seconds, fuck! And now I died. Gotta start over.
Sonic.
Yeah, if you don't do it in 20 seconds, fuck you, start over. Do it again.
Chip, go.
You didn't do it fast enough.
Hurry, Sonic. Dark Gaia's getting ready to do something.
And while you're
Hang tight, Chip.
fucking going through... Oh, I'm not gonna make it in time. Whew. And while you're going through, you're being randomly shot at by these fucking projectiles. And if they hit you, fuck you. Like, it's super short and super, like, instantaneous reactions. Like, very unforgiving with its timing. And then, oh, gotta do this again. And it's harder this time. And it still takes just as long. And you go so slow. You might think, oh, it's because I'm boosting. No, you move left and right that slowly no matter what. There's no reason to not be boosting. And the closer you get, the less time you have to move to where the opening might be. Between the rocks. Ah, fuck. I could have punched it, but I fucked up my timing. Ah, fucked up my timing. Got hit. Okay, I either got to punch or block. Let's try blocking. Oh, it doesn't matter. He still took max damage. And while he's charging up that beam... Oh, dead. Start over. There's like no dodging that. This is atrocious. Thankfully, it has checkpoints in between each section, so you don't have to start over from the very, very, very beginning. But it's still so aggravating. It's like, I get what they were going for. They were going for, let's have perfect chaos. It's like a retread of the perfect chaos fight. So worthless. Where you were running through the water, god damn it, the flooded city as Supersonic. There we go. I'm not gonna make it in time. Block. Okay. You gotta block like way early. Because the wind up for blocking takes so long and you're still susceptible to damage. If you, oh, you think you're fine? Nope. Like, there's like, see, like, it seemed like, oh, I was blocking, right? No, you weren't. Like, now you're blocking. Press the wrong button, gotta start over. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, thank goodness. He's acting like the charge up time is still, nope, fuck. Oh, this ball sucks! Oh, it's terrible! I get what they're going for. It's supposed to be... It's supposed to be perfect chaos, where instead of racing through the water-flooded city, you're racing through the fire and the lava and the core of the planet, and it's Dark Gaia instead of perfect chaos. And instead of it just being Supersonic, it's just being Sonic, you're kind of playing as Chip during this section. He's controlling the Gaia Colossus. So you're flying forward to catch up to Dark Gaia as Chip. Come on. So that's, like, the idea of it is kind of a cool integration. You're playing as the comedy relief side character who has, like, a serious... Nope.
Sonic.
Instead of being supersonic racing through to get to the final boss, you're playing as Chip racing along in the Gaia Colossus to get to the final boss in a thematically flipped version of the fight against Perfect Chaos. And then when you actually get to him, you do a fun little short, but high tension and high stakes platforming segment to get to the end in order to actually deal the big damage. Problem is, those short, tense platforming sections are fucking ridiculous and frustrating. And this takes so long. It's so long to get to him, and you move so slowly. And it's fuck, shit, fuck, god damn it. Took the full brunt of that. And it's really unforgiving. Like, it demands pinpoint accuracy and precision while giving you a control scheme that's really slow and cumbersome. And not accurate and precise at all. Okay. The window for these QTEs is fucking long, at least. Like, the only thing that stops us from being really ridiculously hard is it's pretty generous with the checkpoints. Like, if you die, you don't have to start over from all the way to the very beginning. And I mean, I have 50 lives. I'm set. I could die 50 times and I'd still be fine, right? And the fact that you just have to watch these long animations over and over again, like 3 times in a fucking row, is also pretty frustrating.
Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, while I hold him back. Chip, you rock!
So this is the big moment where the Wii version like does it so much better. The HD version is fucking frustrating and difficult and fuck this. The Wii version is like way substantially ridiculously better in every single regard. For one thing, the Wii version, where when you're playing as the Gaia Colossus, it's just punch out. You don't have this ridiculous charge to get to him beginning part, where you're holding down X to boost to get to him. It's just skipping this entire part. Like, fuck it, you're in front of him and you're fighting him with the Gaia Colossus, and it's just punch out. Instead of being a boring QTE, instead of being a boring QTE fight, it's literally punch out. It's literally block, dodge, duck, fuck. And then press A and B to throw your punches. It's literally just punch out. It's pretty awesome. And then you beat Dark Gaia in a little match of punch out, and then that's it. You're done playing as the Gaia Colossus. You don't have to do it 3 fucking times. You don't have to do the same thing 3 times. You beat him in the punch out match once, and then you just do the 3 short platforming the 3 short platforming sections as Sonic in a row. And then boom, it's over. That's way better. In fact, I might put in footage of how fucking short and easy it is on the Wii version.
Here we go!
Like, I get you want the final boss to be hard, but there's a difference between hard and frustrating. Eggman Land was hard. This is frustrating. Like, it's... and the Egg Dragoon was way too easy, so it's, like, so weird. You have Eggman Land, which was, like, just perfect. It's the perfect combination of difficult, but, like, fun difficult. It's not, like, fucking frustratingly difficult. It's just... was like ridiculously difficult. Then you have this, and then you have the Egg Dragoon, which was like way too easy for a final confrontation. God damn it! And then you have this, which isn't hard, it's just fucking ridiculous and frustrating because of how it controls and the method of how you're supposed to play it. It's just really fucking annoying. Which is so unfortunate, because it's the final boss, and I'm gonna fucking die! Come on, come on, come on, come on! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it. Yep. If he had charged instead, I actually would have had time to close the distance. So it's unfortunate to close out the game with a final boss that's this fucking ridiculous. I mean, like, the ending of a game, the ending of an ending, is so important. The ending is the final thing that you're left with. The audience is left walking away from your game with the ending as the first thing in the front of their minds. When they're reflecting on their thoughts and how they felt about the product as a whole, what are they thinking of? They're thinking of the ending, because that's the last thing they experience before putting it down. Fuck! So if you have a shitty ending, guess what? That means they're gonna come away from your product feeling negatively about it, because they're gonna be thinking about that goddamn bullshit, frustrating ass, fucked up ending. And even if they like the rest of the game as a whole, they're still gonna be coming away from it feeling pretty sour. And that's so unfortunate. Whew. That's like the last thing you should want. As a creator, as a person creating a thing, is to have a shitty ending. You gotta have a fucking knock it out of the park great. You either have to have a not shitty ending or knock it out of the park great ending, and that can make up for a lot. The ending is so important, but instead, yeah, if you have a shitty ending, even if the rest of it was good, people are gonna come away from it feeling negatively. And that's such a fucking shame. Like, that's the last thing in the world you want to happen. Okay, I feel like the rock formations are not randomized. Like, they might be the same every single time, which might make this a little bit easier for me. Fuck! Now, you are not given enough time to block. You have to block way early. You're not given enough time in between the charge up and then, okay, I'm gonna fire now, to get your block ready. Oh, fuck! That was a waste. Gonna close more distance. Come on, just stop throwing rocks! Fuck. And look at how little time you have to react the closer you get. Because they're like right in front of your face the instant. Okay, I can close the distance during this time. Come on. Come on! Yes, you! That's the last Gaia Colossus section. As long as I don't fuck up this QTE. They're getting shorter. Done. I think, yeah? No, one more. And... done. Okay, now one more quick platforming section and that's it. Like, just a really drop the ball moment. It's really unfortunate that that had to be so frustrating as it was.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, while I hold him back. Shit, you rock!
We gotta push Chip for SummerSlam. That's so funny that, like... It's funny to me that people didn't like Chip, which is why that line is funny to me, where Sonic's going, yeah, new character, yeah, Poochie, you rock. That's just funny to me that people ended up being annoyed and not liking Chip. And then during this final boss, you have Sonic going, yeah, Chip, you're awesome! Not gonna make it in time. Not gonna make it.
Sonic!
Thankfully, we're just doing the fucking platform section again. We don't have to go through all of that all over again. Holy shit! Come on. It's just, it's amusing to me to think of, like, someone who doesn't like Chip playing this and hearing Sonic being like, Chip, you rock! And being like, no. But it's like, yeah, he does. I mean, separate the frustration of the gameplay. God damn it. The fucking projectiles just randomly spitting out. There's really kind of nothing you can do about them.
Twilight, hold him back! Chip, you rock!
There we go. I was thinking... God damn it! But I mean, separate the frustration of the gameplay, and what's Chip doing? He's uniting the temples of the Earth. Like Captain Planeting the shit. He's Captain Planeting the shit out of a bunch of temples and the Chaos Emeralds themselves. Fucking come on! In order to make a giant rock robot, thank God. Fuck you, we're done. In order to make a giant robot to fight against the manifestation of the malevolent will of the planet Earth itself. Booyah. Bayonetta, eat your heart out. Like, objectively speaking, that's pretty fucking cool that Chip can do that. And again, I like Chip's comedy antics, it's just his voice that's kind of misfitting. I mean, look at this! He's a platinum robo, and he's fighting this giant evil monstrosity. Ah, the end, right? No! What are you, crazy? We're fighting this giant evil monstrosity that's a manifestation of the malevolent will of the planet Earth itself, preemptively committing genocide against the species of the planet. And we're sitting here on a giant robot formed out of the temples of the Earth, powered by the Chaos Emeralds. You think we're not gonna bust out some motherfucking supersonic to close us out? You think we're not gonna pop in some fucking endless possibility? Look at this planet reacting to the final hazard. That's what this is. This is the FMV with the scary monster child of the planet going like, oh shit, Gerald is crashing the fucking Ark into the planet.
What's happening? It was broad daylight a minute ago.
Dark Gaia has regained its true power. The beast is complete. It's just as the Gaia manuscripts foretold, and the world shall be plunged into the dark of night, the dark of destruction.
Nightmare Moon?
Oh, that it should come to this. We're doomed. The planet is lost.
That won't happen. There's no way Sonic will let it end like this.
Just that face like, these fucking crybabies. Don't they know that Sonic's awesome? Fucking whiny bitches.